I haven't seen it, okay? I have not seen it.
For those that kept asking, no, she didn't.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Right?
Oprah's impact on America and on the world is wide and deep. I think what Oprah has helped us do is she helped America understand who we are today, but more importantly, she pointed America towards what she can become. So I could not be more pleased, more honored, more humbled to be the Secretary of the Smithsonian that welcomes your portrait into the collections of the National Portrait Gallery.
You know, it was precisely for moments such as this that Congress founded the National Portrait Gallery in 1962, to tell the stories of remarkable individuals who have made significant contributions to US history and culture through the skill of the nation's most accomplished artists. A museum where art and biography come together to tell the American story.
It's an honor to be here amongst you all today, but I do want to extend my gratitude to a few people. Miss Winfrey, my friend and my muse. I am tremendously humbled to have been your choice to take on the task of capturing your likeness and essence for a purpose that will outlive both you and I. You could have chosen anyone, but you saw fit that an artist from the place you called home during your rise to prominence should be given this honor. Thank you for your kindness, your trust, your playfulness, welcoming us into your home, and allowing us to capture your portrait in your most sacred space, your prayer garden, which is what you see in the background.
Thank you for making this day possible. I was walking through my house just last week, and in the dining room there's a bowed, like French window. And I was looking out through that window, and I gasped because the view was so beautiful and the light was so perfect. I stepped back and did a rewind to do it again, to make sure that I was really alive and breathing and I wasn't just in a dream. And then I did it again, and I recalled my favorite Bible verse in that moment, Acts 17:28. In God, I move and breathe and have my being. And I thought, I am moving and breathing in the space that is God right now. And I am living in this dream that God had for me. Because I don't know how I got from Mississippi to Montecito with that view. I could feel inside my being when I was very young, I think as early as 4, when I first started speaking in the church. That's where my broadcasting career began, with Jesus rose on Easter Day, hallelujah, hallelujah, all the angels did proclaim. Y'all remember when we used to get Easter pieces? Because it'd be just like a little piece because you couldn't get the whole thing. And I could feel that there was something inside me. I could hear that still small voice. And I started to pay attention to it at a very young age. And that still small voice has led me to this day. And I can tell you that I learned to lean into it and to understand that God can dream a bigger dream for you than you can ever dream for yourself. Because of all the dreams that I had, I didn't even know there was a National Gallery. I didn't know there was a National Gallery to dream and aspire to and for. And so I am living and breathing God's dream for me this day. That is what has happened, and I thank you all for it. And so as I stand here on the eve of my 70th birthday, to have a portrait included in the National Portrait Gallery alongside all the greats, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, and Ida B. Wells, Michelle and Barack Obama, Lena Horne, John F. Kennedy, Oprah Winfrey. I chose to wear the color purple because, for me, that color has been seminal in my life. But it's not just because I was in a movie that the color purple represents so much for me. You know, in the film, Suge says to Celie, you know, God get pissed if he see you passing a field with the color purple and you don't notice it. Well, in fact, the color purple and noticing it, to me, is the essence of what God represents. The complications of making the color purple and the simplicity. And that role in that movie that I wanted more than anything else in my life served as a foundation for my future, because when I received the opportunity to do the color purple, my bosses at the time said, you only have 2 weeks to get this film done. And I needed 2 months. So I said, I will give up all of my vacation for the remainder of my contract in order to do it. I will not take a vacation, a sick day, or a holiday again until the contract is over. And when the show started to be successful, my attorney at the time, Jeff Jacobs, said, you never want to be in that position again. You want to be in a position where you own yourself and nobody tells you that you can or cannot go and shoot a film. And it's because of the color purple that I said, yes, I will take the risk of owning myself. And that decision changed everything. So the color purple is a foundation for me for all that it means in the story that Alice Walker wrote, but all that it has meant in my life. The ability to surrender and to know when you've done all that you can do, you give it to God. To know that hope and forgiveness continues to live and is needed no matter what. When Maya was here on earth, she taught me so much. And for my 50th birthday, she wrote a poem called Continue. She says in the poem, is that I hope you continue to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. And I hope that gratitude will be the pillow on which you kneel every night. And I want you to know that that is exactly what I intend to do, to continue to astonish a mean world with my acts of kindness and continue to live in the space of gratitude and move and have my being in all of that which is God. To God be the glory. Thank you.